You have accommodated everybody else's feelings long enough. And it's about time that you start accommodating your own feelings. Okay? Because what's been happening is people will choose themselves. They will choose what is best for them, even if it makes you uncomfortable or even at the expense of your feelings at times. Because everyone has the right to do so. So why can't you? Now, this is not to say to harm anybody or that you intentionally go out of your way to hurt someone and not care about their feelings. That's not what we're saying at all. But you've been so accommodating to everyone else. And when you've been slighted or you've been put to the side or when you have been treated in such a way where your feelings were hurt, a lot of times you just kind of swept that under the rug and tried to act as if it didn't bother you. You tried to suppress it and push it down and act as if it didn't, but it was slowly eating away at you. Because the more you tried to push it down, the more it kept coming up because it wasn't to be suppressed, it was to be felt and expressed. Or you wanted to just sweep things under the rug because you didn't want to come across as problematic or immature or too sensitive for things. But it's about time that people are held accountable for how they make you feel. Now listen, whether it's intentional or unintentional, if a person has done something to hurt your feelings and it's bothering you to a point where it's on your mind, say something. Say something. Say something to the person. Now, a person can intentionally hurt you with malice, and you can vocalize what they have done and how it has hurt you, but if a person intentionally wanted to hurt you, they would turn back around and do it again. Those are toxic people, those are unsafe people. However, you can have safe people in your life that can hurt you without even realizing it. Because a person could trigger you without even realizing that they just triggered you. A safe person, could unintentionally hurt your feelings or cause some type of emotional harm or damage to you, even if it was unintended. It wasn't with malice intent. And when this happens and you feel like that it is creating some type of barrier or blockage or just tension between you and another person in you all's relationship, or there's this elephant in the room that's just bothering you because you're choosing to ignore it because you care so much about the person, this safe person, and you love them so dearly that you are afraid of losing them if you vocalize what has happened or how their actions have hurt you. But that elephant in the room is not going to go away, and it's going to get bigger, it's going to get louder, it's going to get more disruptive within your own mind and within your own heart until you say something. You have full permission in this season and this day forward, this season going forward, to vocalize your feelings and express how you feel to people. If someone has done something, especially if this is a safe person, a person that you value the relationship that you all have, this is not just romantic, this can be platonic as well, or in a community, or whether this is a mentor-mentee type relationship, student-teacher type relationship, whatever the relationship that you have with this other person that you love and you care deeply about, if they have done anything or said anything or their actions did something to hurt you, to cause you pain, and it's bothering you, speak up about it. Speak to them and talk to them about it. Tell them, hey, when you did this, this did hurt my feelings. You're not blaming them. You're not Do it in a respectful manner. Do it in a calm, peaceful tone. You see the tone that I'm having here with you? Adopt this tone, adopt this gentleness, and use this in your situation to calmly, peacefully, gently, and lovingly tell them, hey, when this happened and when you did this, that hurt my feelings because it made me feel, and then fill in the blank of how it made you feel. Did it make you feel rejected? Did it make you feel abandoned? Did it make you feel neglected? Did it make you feel ostracized? Did it make you feel disappointed? Did it make you feel upset? Vocalize how you feel, because especially in relationships that you truly value and care about these people, and these people genuinely care about you and they value you in the relationship, they will they will want to know that their actions have caused you hurt, because they would want to be mindful of not doing that again and hurting you in the future. Because people that love you and care about you, they care about how they make you feel. A person that loves you does not want to hurt you, but they also cannot read your mind, baby. So if you have not told them that something that they have done has hurt your feelings, then they could do it again in the future because they did not know that that action is causing you hurt or it's causing you pain. But when you can point out, like, hey, this right here, that hurts my feelings. If they know, if they are not trying to hurt your feelings, they will be mindful of that. They will be watchful of it, and they will self-reflect, and they will adjust how they handle you so that they don't hurt you. They will set certain boundaries. And especially, some things can happen where they could do something that caused you hurt or hurt your feelings, but also it can go back to you. What there may have been something that you have done that possibly could have rubbed them the wrong way, or maybe maybe you said something or did something that was a little inappropriate, or maybe you made them uncomfortable, maybe you said or did something that put them in an awkward position, and whatever the case is, and their response is what hurt your feelings. Even though you can dial it back to yourself and say, I can see how my actions caused that response or caused that reaction. And even if their reaction hurt your feelings, two things can exist at the same time. You can accept that you've done something that that you unintentionally did something that created a response in someone, that you did something unintentionally that was inappropriate, or you did something unintentionally that offended them, or you did something unintentionally that put them in an uncomfortable or awkward position. You can unintentionally do this. And they responded to being uncomfortable. And their response was, and in their response, the actions that they took, or maybe the words that they spoke, or even maybe the tone of voice, hurt you in the process. It hurt your feelings. And that's why it's important for you to discuss these things with your loved ones, with these people, so that you all can be on the same page and find a common ground. And of course, it's wonderful for you to, take your accountability and hold yourself responsible for the role that you played. Even admit and accept, like, I understand my role in this. I understand that what I did and my actions, and hold yourself accountable. Even apologize if it needs to be so. Of course, apologize to the other person for unintentionally putting them in an uncomfortable position, while also at the same time saying, however, I would like for this to not happen again, because when this happened, this did hurt my feelings. So let's find a solution so that this cannot happen again. And you can find a solution on what you can do on your end so that that does not happen. And also ask them, it's, what is it that you need from me so that this does not happen again, so that I'm not putting you in this type of predicament? Because relationships are fluid. They're going to go up and down, and you can set boundaries in relationships as you set those boundaries within yourself, so that a loving relationship can exist and can flow comfortably and at ease.